Negotiation is an art that transcends various facets of life, from business deals to personal interactions. Mastering this skill involves finesse, strategy, and empathy. Here are 50 tips to help you navigate negotiations effectively, ensuring success in achieving your desired outcomes. Preparation is key. Research thoroughly to understand the other party's needs and objectives before entering negotiations. Listen actively. Understanding their perspective helps in crafting solutions that benefit both parties. Set clear goals and prioritize them to maintain focus during discussions. Remain patient. Negotiations often take time, and rushing can lead to poor decisions. Practice empathy. Understanding the emotions and motivations of the other party aids in finding common ground. Maintain a positive attitude. Optimism can foster a conducive environment for fruitful negotiations. Be adaptable. Flexibility allows for adjustments and compromises without losing sight of your objectives. Develop trust by being honest and transparent throughout the negotiation process. Control emotions. Stay composed even in challenging situations to make rational decisions. Use silence strategically. Sometimes, allowing a moment of silence can prompt the other party to offer more. Be mindful of body language. Nonverbal cues can convey messages as powerful as words. Seek win-win outcomes, aiming for solutions that benefit all parties involved. Focus on interests, not positions. Understanding underlying needs often leads to innovative solutions. Be well-versed in the subject matter. Knowledge empowers you to negotiate confidently. Avoid making concessions too quickly, it might set a precedent for further demands. Create options. Having multiple solutions increases the chances of finding common ground. Be aware of cultural differences. Respect and understanding are crucial in cross-cultural negotiations. Practice effective communication by being clear, concise, and articulate. Manage expectations realistically to avoid disappointment during negotiations. Utilize time as a strategic tool. Sometimes, delaying decisions can work in your favor. Be willing to walk away if the terms are not beneficial. It demonstrates your commitment to fair negotiations. Use leverage wisely but ethically. Avoid using power imbalances to manipulate the situation. Consider the long-term implications of the agreement rather than just short-term gains. Document discussions and agreements to avoid misunderstandings later on. Acknowledge the other party's viewpoints, even if you disagree, to maintain rapport. Remain aware of your BATNA, best alternative to a negotiated agreement, to strengthen your position. Avoid making unilateral decisions without consulting the other party, as it can lead to distrust. Be creative. Thinking outside the box might lead to unexpected, mutually beneficial solutions. Stay persistent but respectful. Push for your objectives without being aggressive. Use a collaborative approach, fostering an environment where both parties feel heard and valued. Practice mirroring techniques to build rapport and establish a connection with the other party. Be mindful of timing. Sometimes, choosing the right moment to bring up certain points is crucial. Control the agenda to ensure that negotiations stay on track and focused. Avoid making assumptions, instead, seek clarification to avoid misunderstandings. Consider the consequences of each decision thoroughly before committing. Use data and facts to support your arguments and proposals. Be mindful of the power of precedent. Concessions made now can impact future negotiations. Use a problem-solving approach rather than seeing negotiations as a battle to win. Consider involving a neutral third party to facilitate discussions, especially in complex negotiations. Be aware of your non-negotiables but remain open to creative solutions. Clarify and summarize agreements periodically to ensure mutual understanding. Practice resilience. Not every negotiation will result in immediate success. Keep an open mind. Being rigid can hinder progress during negotiations. Avoid personal attacks or aggressive language, it can sour negotiations quickly. Be aware of your communication style and adapt it to suit the situation and the other party. Use concessions strategically to build goodwill and reciprocity. Foster a relationship beyond the negotiation table, it might pave the way for future collaborations. Always aim for a clear and detailed written agreement to avoid ambiguities. Conclusion. Negotiation isn't just about getting what you want, it's about creating value and fostering relationships. These 50 tips aim to equip you with the tools to navigate negotiations successfully, ensuring not just favorable outcomes but also fostering understanding and collaboration between parties. Mastering negotiation is a continuous journey of learning and adaptation.